Hello good day viewers. In this tutorial we are going to find a solution to this interesting question. The question reads, we should find the value or values of p for which this particular equation has only one solution. Alright, let's get started. We want to find that value of p which, when substituted into this equation, solve for x will contain only one value. Alright, by cross multiplication we take x, we multiply by x minus 8. X times x is going to give us x squared. Then x times negative 8 is negative 8x. Then to the other side we take this and multiply by this. P times p is p squared minus 10 times p, which is negative 10p. So now let us take the whole of this to the left hand side. We have x squared minus 8x. As this crosses over, it becomes negative p squared minus 10p, and this is equal to 0. Observe, this is quadratic equation where the constant is nothing but the negative what? P squared minus 10p. Can you remember when a quadratic equation is said to have only one solution? Yes, it is when the discriminant is equal to 0. And what is the discriminant? Discriminant is nothing but b squared minus 4ac. This is our discriminant. So now let us simplify this as set it to be equal to 0. What is b? B is the coefficient of x. What is a? A is the leading coefficient, which is 1 here. Then c is the constant, which is the whole of this. So now let us substitute. So the discriminant will be b squared, which is negative 8 whole squared, minus 4 times a is the leading coefficient, which is 1, multiplied by c, and c is the whole of this, right? Which is negative, I can write it as negative 1 multiplied by p squared minus 10p. Then remember, we are going to set this to be equal to 0 if and only if we want to have only one solution. So this negative and this negative will be positive. Negative 8 squared is 64. Then plus 4 times 1 times 1 is 4. So we have 4 multiplied by p squared minus 10p. This is equal to 0. We can now divide both sides by 4. If you divide this by 4, you divide this by 4. 64 divided by 4 is 16. So we have 16 plus this 4 will cancel this 4. So we have p squared minus 10p equal to 0 divided by 4 is still 0. Now we can rewrite this as what? P squared minus 10p then plus 16 equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation in terms of p, which can also be factorized. Let us think of two numbers we can multiply to get positive 16, but when we add them together we get negative 10, and the numbers are negative 8 and negative 2. So we have negative 8, negative 2, because this times this will give us positive 16, and when you add them together you get negative 10. And by setting each factor here to be equal to 0, we have p minus 8 equal to 0, or p minus 2 equal to 0, which implies that p is either equal to 8 or p equal to positive 2. So these are the values of p for which that particular equation has only one solution. But if you want to confirm, you can go ahead and do that, because you can see this is the equation. Yeah, you can take it from here, it doesn't matter. All right, here is the equation. I would like to plug in p equal to 8 first. So we have x squared minus 8x equal to p is 8. We have 8 squared minus 10 times 8, right? So we have this to be 64 minus 80, and this is equal to negative what? 16. And to the left hand side we still have x squared minus 8x, and if you bring this one to the left hand side it becomes positive, and this is equal to 0. If you observe, this is nothing but a perfect squared quadratic equation, because half of -8 is -4 and -4 squared is 16. Therefore, this quadratic equation can be factorized as x minus 4 whole squared, and this is equal to 0. Take square root of both sides, you have x minus 4 equal to 0 and x equal to 4. You see, we have only one solution despite it is quadratic. Let's plug in the other value, which is 2, to see what happened. So if p is equal to 2, we have 2 squared minus 10 times what? P. This is what? 4 minus 10 times 2 is 20. And you can see that 4 minus 20 is -16, right? -16, which is exactly as what we have here, -16. So the moment you take it to the back, solve for the equation, you're still going to get x equal to 4, one solution. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Hence, the values we are looking for are nothing but 8 and 2. Bye-bye.